A very active scene today across the American West and up towards Montana. Here in Montana, a few warnings on the map today. This red shade has reappeared. If you were watching last week, you probably remember very vividly that the red shade blizzard warning, there's a winter storm watch in effect, winter weather advisory, and winter storm warning, and one more winter weather advisory down in the southwest corner of Montana. And we're seeing some moisture moving across the eastern side of the state right now, moving up towards Miles City, Glendive. Eventually, a little bit of this will make its way up towards Glasgow. You'll notice right now, most of the precipitation on the eastern side of the state is in the form of rainfall. Opposite, on the southwestern side of the state, we're seeing another band get ready to move up through Bozeman, Butte momentarily. The western side of the state, snow right now, eastern side rain. But as we move into tomorrow, we'll really see the eastern side of the state take the brunt of the snowfall, and we'll see snow squalls possible over on the eastern side of the state. Visibility issues will become paramount. So if you don't need to get out and you live on the eastern side of the state, please don't, because that could just become treacherous very quickly. Here's a closer look at that snow band moving up towards Dillon, Wisdom, eventually making it up toward Butte. A little bit of snowflake activity will eventually move into Helena, but right now the main story is a blizzard warning going to ramp up tomorrow. Temperatures fairly mild around the state right now, just below freezing there in Havre up on the High Line. Across your radar, we'll zoom out a little bit across the west. You'll notice that not much moisture down here south of Salt Lake City and areas west. And even in Colorado really could use some moisture. They're in quite the danger for some fire weather today. And some moisture will come next week, but it really may not come soon enough for some areas. But over in the southeast, up towards Missouri, and moving up towards Illinois, seeing some showers as well. Just want to illustrate just quickly just how dangerous that fire weather is out west. Keep in mind, this is the environmental temperature here of 88 degrees, and this is the dew point temperature, the temperature that air is required to cool to produce moisture at 4 below zero there. It's just one of the many towns in Colorado there. So extreme danger in Colorado and areas west. They could really use that moisture. Today might be pretty rough for areas out west. And here's another look at that band of moisture that will be moving in and connecting with the first band that moved through southwest Montana in the early morning hours today. Once you get up towards the High Line, that rain eventually going to transition over to snow if it makes it that far into your afternoon, but we might see some dissipation a little bit earlier than expected today. Look at the convective activity over on the eastern side of the state, just across the eastern border of Montana there. Quite a bit of strong thunderstorm activity. As you move through your Saturday, you'll really see that snow ramp up in eastern Montana. Of course, that's why the blizzard warning was issued, and it is much needed there. As we quickly move through your moisture over the next week up in Montana and areas west, we'll see that Pacific begins to push some more moisture into the state next week, especially on Tuesday. Rain-snow mix possible again. On through Wednesday, you get a slight break. And next Friday, look at this big system of moisture really pushing into the state, dropping quite a bit of snow and rain across isolated areas and to eventually widespread areas by Friday afternoon. But as we move into your 7-day forecast, you'll see that next week we'll really start warming up, trending towards a permanent spring pattern, even though some moisture is present.
All right, moisture and warmer temperatures. Can't argue with that. Thanks, Trey.
Absolutely not.